What's up, guys? And we are back here in New Zealand, and we are going to start off with another trip. Today is a travel day, and we are here in beautiful
Christchurch.
and
And as you know, it is July, means it's winter here
It's
in
winter.
New Zealand. It's really cold, that's why we're so fully dressed with winter clothes.
that's right. And we are super excited to start this new series because our last trip, if you guys seen, is we've been traveling the last 3 months over to Europe, the Philippines, and Japan. And now it's nice to bring back New Zealand content because we did start our channel here in New Zealand, a sweet hideout. And it's been a while since we did some adventures. So for part one, we're going to be heading to Artist Pass, and then we are also checking out
Hokitika
Gorge. And now we've done this route before during our first NZ van trip.
But it was summer,
Yes.
and this time it will be winter.
That's
and
cool.
we try to capture way more we did last time. We have new gear, new drones.
Yeah, a
so
lot
we're really
more.
excited.
And obviously our vlog has polished over the last 3 years. So we're very excited to showcase a bit more of our story. On part two, we're actually going to be here also again in the South Island, joined by 3 other mates, which you guys will find out soon. But without further ado, let's go start the adventure. Okay, so we just picked up our rental from Snap Rentals. Pretty good value actually. And Karina just did some groceries, so we're gonna hit the road straight away because it is 5:03 right now, and today is a travel day, like I said. So it's gonna be an amazing drive because it's going to be pretty scenic. And look at our car, so small. It's a hybrid. And what I love about hybrid is you save a lot of gas. Okay, so we are on the road right now, and the drive to Artist Pass is going to be about a 2 hour, 20 minutes. We are staying in a holiday park, staying in a cabin. It is called the Jackson's Retreat Alpine Holiday Park. So it's basically just our accommodation for the evening because tomorrow is the day we explore Artist Pass. We're going to be checking out the famous iconic blue bridge called the Otira Viaduct, I believe. We've obviously seen this bridge when we were doing the van trip earlier on, so it'll be so nice to see this again, and if we're lucky there might be some snow in the national park. But yeah, so the drive, not too far, 170 kilometers, and obviously the sun's already set, so we won't see much. So once we check in anyway, we're just going to take it easy for the evening as we start day one. And we have arrived at our accommodation here in Artist Pass. Again, as I said, this is the Jackson's Retreat Alpine Holiday Park, and we've got one of these cute Kiwi cabins. And for the night, we've grabbed this for literally just $100, pretty much. So pretty small space, very comfy. It's not so cold inside. It's quite comfy and cozy by the feel of it. And we do have a small heater, which will do the job because considering how tiny this cabin is, and for obviously a night or two, this is a perfect, bang for your buck. We're not really going to see the scenic area or what this holiday park looks like, but tomorrow morning we'll walk around. We're going to go eat, settle our gears and all that sort of stuff, charge up. But we'll see you guys for day one tomorrow.
And good morning, guys.
This
Our
is first day here in
in
Artist Pass.
Artist Pass, yes. And we had a really good sleep. We woke up at 8:30, I think.
We had breakfast.
Yeah, just in time. We had breakfast.
And we're checked out already because we did get a bit of a sleep in anyway. The weather today is a little wet, but we're gonna make the most out of it.
Yeah, cloudy. Well, it's winter, so you can't really expect it
just have
to
to
be
go.
sunny every day.
You just have to expect the unexpected. But yeah, we're gonna go check out the Otira Viaduct, which is this iconic little bridge that is amazing. We went there earlier back in 2020, and then we may check out a waterfall called Devil's Punchbowl, or maybe another type of falls, just depending on what we can reach, because the conditions is wet and it could be really cold. And we have made it to our first stop, and this is called the Hokitika Viaduct. It's a very, very iconic like bridge that is...
Let us blend in the video from 2020 when we first
Yep.
got here.
So we were, like Karina was saying, we did the van trip with Ludi, if you guys remember. One of our first videos that we created for our channel. And right behind me is, there it is. Look how iconically beautiful that is. That's just bloody amazing. I wonder what this place looks like in winter. I'm sure it's going to be more colder. Quite more like winter wonderland, but it looks pretty amazing, right? So that's sick.
Guys, it's so good to be back. The views are just as splendid as last time, with a little bit of fog today, but it adds like that moody, misty vibe, which isn't too bad. Most of the people who arrive here, they only stay like for 2 seconds and then they go back in the car because it's really cold. You can see how I'm like mumbled up.
So
But,
yeah, 5-minute stop. I mean, we've been here for the last 20 minutes just to get some of these
Yes.
amazing shots that we got. It first opened in 6th of November 1999, which is a long time ago. What a beautiful view again. That is location number 1 for a quick stop. So we're gonna move on to the next one. Hopefully we can see some waterfalls if the day will allow us. It's getting really, really cold, so we're gonna hop back into our rental car and move on to the next location. Let's go. Alright, so our next stop is actually here with Gandalf. No, just jokes. We thought that we'll have a little break. We're just stopping by at a cafe just about a 6-minute drive from the viaduct that we were in before. Karina's here, just playing around with these goats. Look, it's a little playground with ducks, chickens, and you got, and if you're a big Lord of the Rings fan, look at this. Amazing.
hello! You wanna say hello to the camera? It's so cute, oh my god. I've never seen a cute goat like that. I mean, the face, the ears look like a bunny, ears from a bunny, and they're like 3 colors, and the rest looks kind of like a goat or like a dog, I don't know. That is so cute. And now he's coming to my little friend, big friend. Hey.
Alright, well that wasn't really our second stop. That was just a quick little break for us to have a nice hot drink. So right now we're actually off to Devil's Punchbowl, which is our next destination. It is about a 20-minute drive from here, so not too far at all. But that place was actually quite amazing because it definitely kind of shows and captures what Arthur's Pass used to look like, and before this viaduct was even created in 1999, you can see how people were using still the horses and carriage to, you know, for transportation, which is, I think it's really nice to kind of see how much it's changed throughout history. You know, it's really, really cool. Alright, so this is our second stop, and we finally made it here at the car park where the Devil's Punchbowl track begins. Now you guys can see that this track also leads you to Bridal Veil Falls, and another track that takes you to Arthur's Pass Lookout. The Bridal Veil Falls is also pretty incredible from what I've seen on the images online. It's an 1.5-hour return track, while the Devil's Punchbowl is only a 30-minute return track, which means that's the time that we only have for Te Savo, because it is much shorter. The time is shorter here when it's winter, and we also have to make our way to Hokitika. And here's our first set of bridge.
Look at the suspended bridge. Oh, it's not the suspended bridge.
It's suspended, but look at it. Look at it. Look at that. Wow, it's amazing. Beautiful views and spectacular scenery. It's so cold though. So it's been about 15 minutes. We should be almost right at the Punchbowl. And it's weird because it's called Devil Punchbowl, and you're probably wondering why it's called a Punchbowl. I guess every waterfall are very different. You get the Cascades one, you get like the curtain one. This one looks like Someone's first basically punched the bottom. That's what's called a punch bowl.
We
made it!
And wow, it's stunning.
It's stunning.
Like huge.
Let us show you
Holy
guys.
moly.
Look at this, look at this. Can you guys see that? One fun fact, it is 131 meters from the top to the bottom. So you can see, we can't really see it from here because this is the lookout right here. But if you see where the water sort of first touches to the bottom, that's like a bowl. There's no explanation why it's called a punch bowl, but in my opinion, from what I think, is that it's a mighty strong waterfall, and every time you look at that, it's just majestically so powerful, right? And it gives you so much energy, and the feeling of like seeing different waterfalls is just one of my most favorite. There's a bit of sandflies here,
Yeah,
so
I
just
noticed
it's nice to be fully dressed
quite a
up.
lot, a lot of sandflies.
But I guess if you are coming to Arthur's and you are here for 2 days to a day, you can easily fit in the Devil's Punchbowl to your guys' list because it's only a 30-minute track. And now I think we're gonna go back to the car park. I wish we could explore a bit more Arthur's Pass, but we want to keep onto our schedule and make it to Hokitika. Because tomorrow we're doing a bit more sightseeing as well, and I'm very excited.
Wish us luck that we got nice weather.
Yeah, I wish we do, because last time we also went there. But anyway guys, we'll see you guys on the road. And we are back in the car right now. That was an awesome little short hike, or walk, whatever you want to guys call it. We are now heading to Hokitika, trying to get there before dark so that we can check in earlier at our accommodation, and then we're going to be jumping on a call with some friends over a Zoom call because we are planning our second trip to the South Island, which is kind of like part 2 to this trip. So guys, again, back on the road, time to leave Arthur's Pass. It's been really awesome here. Okay, so we have made it to Hokitika, and this is our accommodation for the evening. We are staying at this beautiful motel called Jade's Motel, and it is good value for your buck. We paid 117, and this is what we got. Literally, you can get some really good deals in the West Coast. So this one is really good because it comes with a kitchen, which is perfect for us, which means we don't really have to go out. We could literally just cook. Being a motel as well, you know, it may not be like a hotel sort of amenities, but at the end of the day, you get a kitchen, and that's like the most important part, because if you can cook, you save a bit more money going out, right? And right now we're just editing, catching up on some work. Tomorrow we are heading to check out Hokitika Gorge, so that's going to be very, very exciting. Fingers crossed the weather is good. But guys, good night for now, and we'll see you guys tomorrow. Good morning, and this is day 3, and in today's agenda we are heading to
Hokitika Gorge.
And as you guys can see, we're still at the accommodation. We are literally just packing up our gears. Not the best part of the day usually, because if we make too much mess, it's harder to pack. But we're gonna fit it all in this car here. I'm on driving duty, as you guys can see, and I think Hokitika Gorge from the town of Hokitiki is about 40 minutes from memory. I may be wrong. And after 30-minute drive, we have made it to Hokitika Gorge. This is our first activity of the day, day 3, and we have just parked up at the car park. Took about a 30-minute drive from Hokitika, so it wasn't too bad. And the weather conditions, not bad. It's not raining, but you have to remember.
Yeah, it cleared up a little bit, luckily.
So this is where we start. We got the map over right at the back here. The car park to the first, basically the first viewing platform will take 4 minutes. 150 meters, and then the first suspension bridge will be about 10 minutes. Now, one cool thing about Hokitika Gorge is obviously the turquoise water. Hopefully we see that today. It's not very sunny at all, but hopefully it's still clear as blue. It is always wet in the west coast. In fact, it rains a lot here in this part of New Zealand. All right, so a few minutes into our walk, we are now on this boardwalk. Everything is so lush green, literally 100% pure New Zealand, guys. It smells good, and it hasn't been even 4 minutes, probably like a minute, and there's the first viewing platform, and we are blessed with this beautiful, stunning view, as you guys can see. The colors are not as turquoise as it is today. It is very different depending on the time you visit this place. You guys want to hear a cool fact though, is obviously when it is turquoise blue water, most people are wondering why is it so blue? Well, blue when it's a good condition, right? Why is it blue? So turquoise water, there is 3 main ingredients, and from judging from what I can see from here, you know, when you read things, you can actually learn a lot, right? So 3 ingredients: rock flour, melted glacier ice, and river water. And that's how you get this beautiful blue ass water. But let's make our way to the first suspension bridge just down there. Let's do it. So I'm on the suspension bridge right now. This is the first one, which you can reach from the car park in 10 minutes. And look how stunning it is. And it's not so busy today. I mean, you guys can see that. Look at that color. It may not be turquoise, but it's just that amazing sort of like greenish color. And it's, to me, it's still quite stunning. And I don't really like heights, so I'm gonna get out of here.
So we just finished up on the first suspended bridge, and now we continue our walk. I think there's gonna be a couple more bridges, and yeah, I just feel like I'm in a rainforest, very lush, green, a lot of ferns, and it's looking really nice here. I'm happy to be back. It smells really good here, so. And yeah, we saw some really cool birds. Yeah, and I mean, even though the water doesn't look as turquoise as it did back then, it's still really a nice like location and really impressive spot, like a hidden gem in the South Island.
So we found a second viewing platform. This is
that's actually the one we missed out last time.
Yeah, we've never seen this part of
and it's
Hokitika
gorgeous.
Gorge.
So
That's
definitely
stunning.
don't turn back once you saw the bridge. Keep going, and
Yeah.
you will be rewarded with splendid views.
Yeah, it's quite stunning, and you can kind of just imagine the different perspective you get on a different day, on a different condition. That is something that we wish we had a bit more time last time. So if you're coming here, try allocate a whole day if you can, so that you're not in a rush, because we missed out on this last time on our first visit. And if you just look at this, look at that, just amazing, right? This would be nice in summer. You could like literally just probably just dip in there, and it would be
Are you
freezing
allowed to
cold.
swim?
Yeah, I mean, I
Sure.
assume so. So if you guys ever thought of coming to New Zealand and you've never been and you want to go to the South Island, maybe add Hokitika, the West Coast, into your bucket list. Real cool stuff here. Cool, so we find ourselves here in this sort of rock faces to get a bit closer look of the gorge, and I could imagine there's a lot of people that would be tempted to swim here on warmer weathers, but there is a signboard there that basically that a lot of the people have died here, so swimming is pretty much not strongly. Ooh, I just got bitten by a sandfly on my hand. There's a lot of them. So I advise obviously not to swim at your own caution and stuff, because the current and there's a big drop-offs and stuff like that. So but I do see people do swim every now and then from what I've seen. So luckily today, being winter season, you wouldn't really want to be jumping in the water anyway, because it's damn freezing cold, you know. And guys, that is Hokitika Gorge for you guys. It has a bit of a nutshell to kind of show you guys what you can expect and do here. And literally it's just like a lot of walking tracks.
Definitely worth it to check it out.
A lot of different views and different angles that you can see this place. And
Yeah.
it is definitely beautiful. Would love to see this in the summer days, you know. There would be a perfect way to...
We actually didn't do the complete loop, because we ended up spending way too much time on that second viewing point, which was so beautiful.
Yep.
And now even the sun comes out a little bit. And we decided to head back just because we need to get going, and we
have
get
lunch.
really hungry.
You get hungry quite a bit when you're walking around and exploring, and that's a good
Forgot
thing.
our snacks.
But yeah,
The
it's
sun is coming out, but it's also raining a little bit at the same time.
But it is a beautiful time. No matter what it is, come here with no expectations whatsoever. I know that I said that this place is so different when the water is like crystal clear blue, but even if you come here, you have to just remember that the west coast is very prone to a lot of rain here in New Zealand. That's what it is basically. West coast gets a lot of rain, so if you come here and it's raining, just put some jacket on and get amongst it. Nature heals, nature's good for you. Amazing. We're gonna head back to the car now, drive back to Hokitika, grab a bit of lunch, and then make our way to Artist Pass as we pass through that as we head to Christchurch later tonight. Alright, so we are back in the car. Now the journey begins back to Christchurch, guys, where we'll be staying the night to catch our flight tomorrow back to Tauranga. It has been an amazing trip for the last couple of days now, and despite what we have seen and what we couldn't done because of the weather, we still made the most out of it. So I'm looking forward to this big drive from Hokitika to Christchurch. Alright guys, so a quick stop over here at the Otira Viaduct just before we continue the drive to Christchurch, and we finally came back to the viaduct, and we're joined with a lot of these Kias. There's two of them. They're a bit wild, been trying to eat the rubber on the car. They're like literally clown and parrots, and see how amazing they are. They're literally like the clowns. Like there's only about 7,000 of them left, so they are endangered species. And honestly, if you see them, don't feed them because they turn into beggars. Anyway, the reason why we stopped here is because we can now see the Otira Viaduct much more clearer than it was a few days ago when we were here. There's no fog, there's a bit of showers and rain, but you can now clearly see it.
Interaction we had with the Kia so far.
Yeah, I didn't expect to see a Kia till like Milford Sounds or later on, but you do find them here in Artist Pass, and if you do see them, you just gotta watch out because they love to chew on the rubber part of your car, and honestly, you don't want that. If you are gonna get a car, make sure you get insurance on that because honestly, they're ruthless.
And guys, we're back in Christchurch. We checked into our accommodation. It's the Beely Quarter, which we stayed before, which was really okay. So we booked there again. And now we're in a place called Riverside Market, which has a lot of different food places. And now we're in Nikkei, but it has a different restaurant in it too. So there are two different restaurants. You have two different menus. It's like Spanish, Japanese, infused, and yeah, we already got our first food, tempura sushi, and we ordered some really nice cauliflower.
Alright, so it has been an adventurous day today, and I'm glad we are back. Karina's already digging into the tempura sushi roll because she's so hungry, and we are heading back to Tauranga tomorrow, catching a flight just after lunch. So basically it wraps up our trip, and if you guys really enjoyed this video, make sure you hit the subscribe button because we're gonna have way more New Zealand content coming up very soon, especially in the winter series. So I hope you enjoyed this first video. The rest of the upcoming videos will be all over the South Island. So good night for now, time to eat.